Hello students, let us discuss ethers. In this video, we are going to discuss nomenclature of ethers. First of all, the ethers having a functional group O and attached to the two alkyl group or aryl group. So let us first discuss the common name for the ethers. In the case of symmetrical ethers, that means when the two alkyl groups are same here like R and R, in such a case how we used to give the name for this one, because here the two alkyl groups are same, so I can use the word here dialkyl, dialkyl, and we will be ending this name with ether. So how we name this one? That is dialkyl ether. But in the case of unsymmetrical ethers where R and R dash are the different alkyl or aryl group, in that case we can how we name this such type of ethers like this. Here the two alkyl groups are not same. So we have to name the two alkyl groups individually, that is in the alphabetic order. That means first alkyl ethers. Will we name this one as alkyl ethers, because here the two alkyl groups are different. So we have to name both the alkyl groups and that should be in the alphabetic order. Let us take one particular example, then it will be more clear. Let us take one example. If R is CH3 here and if the R, the alkyl group here, it is C2H5. So in this case we can say it is unsymmetrical because both the alkyl groups are different alkyl groups. So how we name this one? That is, here this alkyl group is called as methyl and this is called as ethyl. So alphabetically which comes first? That is ethyl comes first. So we name this one ethyl, then methyl. First we have named for this, we have named first because alphabetically it comes first. Ethyl, E comes first, then methyl, and we are ending this with ethers. So what is the name here? That is ethyl methyl ether is the name for such example. So this is the way of giving the name to the ethers, that is a common name. Let us discuss some of the example. Let us discuss these three example, its common name. Here, when you look at the structure, both the alkyl groups are same. So how we name this one? And the alkyl group which is here, that is a methyl group. So its name is dimethyl ether. Look at the second structure. This is also symmetrical and both the alkyl groups are same, that is an ethyl group. So how we name this one? That is diethyl ether. What about the third one? Third one here, it is a symmetrical because both the groups are same here, but it is a phenyl group. C6H5 is the phenyl group. So how we name this one? That is diphenyl ether. So these are the names given to the ether depending upon the alkyl group or the aryl group which is attached to the O. That is, both are the same alkyl group here. Therefore, we are using the suffix here. We are using the prefix di here because both the alkyl groups are same. Let us discuss some another example. Look at these structures. These structures are unsymmetrical ethers. So let us make the common name for these. First structure, look at on the either side of the oxygen. Here it is a phenyl group and this is a ethyl group. Ethyl, why? Because CH2CH3, that is C2H5. It is a ethyl group. So alphabetic order you have to follow. So ethyl and phenyl, which comes alphabetically first, that is ethyl. So the name is ethyl phenyl ether. Now look at the second structure. In the second structure, here there is a one phenyl group, C6H5 is a phenyl group. This is CH2 6 times and CH3. That means 6 carbon, CH2, CH2, C like the 6 times CH3. That is nothing but heptyl group. 6 plus 1, 7 carbon alkyl group, that is heptyl. So heptyl and phenyl, alphabetically order when you follow, you will get the name heptyl phenyl ether. Next one, in this CH3 is one alkyl group and this is whole is another alkyl group. Can we call this one as a propyl? 1, 2, 3, 3 carbon is there. Can we call it as propyl? No, it's not a N-propyl. It is isopropyl because the linkage is with the second carbon, not with the first carbon. So this is an isopropyl group. So how we name this one? That is methyl isopropyl ether. So like this we used to give the names, that is common name to ethers. Now let us discuss IUPAC name. In IUPAC name, one of the R is taken as a word root with the primary suffix an or en. So here the R, one of the R is taken as a word root and the other R and oxygen together it is taken as a substitute, that is called as alkoxy. So why it is called as alkoxy? R is alkyl group and O, that is alka-oxy. R with O, alkoxy. And here the other R is taken as a main chain, that is named as alkanes. So let us do the example, then it will be more clear how we name this one. So let us discuss one by one examples. Let us discuss these examples. These are the symmetrical ethers which we have already discussed its common name. Now let us discuss its IUPAC name. As I told you, you have to take one R and with oxygen, that is a substitute which is named as alkoxy. But here the alkyl group is methyl. So how we name CH3CO? That is methoxy. And this is taken as a main chain, that is methane. So what will be the name here? This one is, the name is methoxy methane. Look at the next structure. In this structure, this is taken as a substitute, that is ethoxy. Why ethoxy? Because ethyl group and oxygen ethoxy, and this is taken as the main chain, that is ethane, 2 carbon ethane. So what we name this one? This is ethoxy ethane. The next one here, because C6H5 is if it taken as a group, then it is named as phenyl, but when it is taken as a main chain, then it is named as benzene. So C6H5O can be named as phenoxy, but if it is taken as a main chain, then it is taken as name benzene. So what is the name for this one? That is phenoxybenzene. Now let us discuss some unsymmetrical ethers. So first of all, the two alkyl groups here which are not same, that is, this is the methyl group and this is the propyl group. So which one has to be taken in the substitute? The smallest alkyl group, that is methyl and oxygen, together comes a substitute, and this part is taken as taken in the main chain. So in the main chain, you have to number it, the carbon atom. So substitute is attached to this carbon, that carbon taken as first carbon. This is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. So how we name this one? Because the substitute is methoxy, which is on the first carbon of the main chain. So we can name this one as 1-methoxypropane. Why propane? Because the main chain have 3 number of carbon and the substitute is attached on the first carbon. Therefore, it is called as 1-methoxypropane. Look at the second structure. In the second structure, which is the largest group here, that is C6H5, 6 carbon group, and this is 1 carbon group. CH3, this is 1 carbon group, this is 6 carbon group. So which is the greater number of carbon group? That is C6H5. So that the greater number of carbon group is taken as a main chain and this is taken as a substitute here. So look at here, substitute is the smaller carbon number alkyl group with oxygen, that is the alkoxy here, and this one will be the main chain. So how we name this one? Because the main chain is a benzene, so how we name this one? OCH3 is named as methoxy and C6H5 benzene. So methoxy benzene, which is also commonly called as a anisole. Next structure. In the next structure, here you can find out this is an ethyl group and this is actually 3 carbon propyl group. So which one is larger? 3 carbon is larger. So this is taken as a main chain and this is taken as a substitute. So substitute is on the first carbon, this is second, third. Substitute is on the first carbon, so we can name this one as 1-ethoxypropane. In the fourth structure, here it is C6H5, 6 carbon, and here we have total 7 number of carbon atom because CH2 is of 6 times and 1 CH3 here 7 carbon alkyl group. So which one is the larger one? This 7 carbon is larger. So this is taken as a main chain and this is taken as a substitute here. So in that case, how we name this one? C6H5 is a phenyl group with oxygen, that is phenoxy. So the name comes like this, 1-phenoxyheptane. Why it is heptane? Because 7 carbon alkyl group here, that is taken as a main chain, that is phenoxyheptane. So let us discuss some more typical example of ethers. First structure, when you look at here, O is here. So this side there is 6 carbon group and on this side, look at here on the right hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon group. Therefore we can say that this is the main chain here. So this one will be the substitute. So here the main chain is benzene. Now how we name the substitute? Because substitute is that R is not in the straight chain. There is a branching also. So first of all, name this substitute here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 carbon and there is one branching at one of the carbon. So this is number as 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is a branching at the third carbon, that is a methyl group. So how we name this one? This is named as 3-methyl and 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon, that means but. And but with one oxygen, therefore butoxy. So what is the name of the substitute? That is 3-methyl butoxy. Once again look at here how the structure comes, because this is taken as a substitute here. This one is taken as a substitute, but here the 4 carbon is straight chain with one branching at the carbon. So how we number this one? This is the first carbon, 2, 3, 4. So there is a methyl group on the third carbon. So we name this one 3-methyl and 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. So but and with one oxygen, therefore it is named as butoxy. So the substitute is named as 3-methyl butoxy. And the main chain here, which is that is benzene. So how we name this one? 3-methyl butoxy benzene. So this is the right name for this structure. That is, the name is 3-methyl butoxy benzene is the name for this structure. Look at the second structure. In the second structure, there are 2 alkoxy group here. You can see OCH3, OCH3. There are 2 alkoxy group. So this is the main chain here. So the main chain. So let us once again mark this one. This is the substitute here and the main chain. is this one is the main chain. That is this 2 carbon is the main chain. So in that case, how we name this one? Because here the substitute, these are the substitute, same substitute, that is methoxy. So how we name this one? Dimethoxy. And the main carbon have 2 carbons, that is named as ethane. So how we name this one? That is 1,2-dimethoxyethane. Why it is called as 1,2? Because this is the first carbon, this is the second carbon, this is a substitute, this one is a substitute. So 1,2-dimethoxyethane is the IUPAC name for this one. Now look at the third structure. In third structure, here is the O, so it is C2H5 group, and this whole together will be another R. But which is the longest, which is the greater number carbon alkyl group? That is this one. So this has to be taken in the main chain. So how we name this one? As this is not a benzene, it is a cyclohexane. This is a cyclohexane, and here 2 substitute groups are there, that is a methyl, and 1 substitute group, that is ether oxy. So how we number? First of all, cyclic structure we have to number. So because on this carbon 2 alkyl groups are there, so this can be numbered as 1. This one will be the second carbon. Then this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So how we name this one? That is, on the first carbon there are 2 methyl group, and on the second carbon there is 1 ethoxy group. So eth comes alphabetically first. So here 3 substitutes are there, that is 2 methyl and 1 ethoxy. So alphabetic order, ethoxy comes first. So the name is 2-ethoxy 1,1-dimethyl cyclohexane. This is the name for the structure. How? Look at here. This is the first carbon. 2 methyl group is on the first carbon. Therefore, we are saying 1,1-dimethyl. And this is the ethoxy group. C2H5O is ethoxy on the second carbon. But alphabetic order, eth, meth, when you compare it, E comes first. Therefore, we are writing first for ethoxy. And so 2-ethoxy 1,1-dimethyl cyclohexane. Let us take one example in which there is a functional group. Like this example, look at this structure. So in this structure, it is clear that there is a functional group. So let us first mark the functional group. That is, OH is the functional group, alcoholic group, and here there is a substitute, that is methoxy is a substitute, and here the word root is taken as that is, the word root is here. This is the word root. That means they are taken as a word root, 4 carbon word root, methoxy group as a substitute, and OH is the function group here. So how we name this one? Before naming, we have to number it. So as we know that here the preference should be given to the alcoholic group. So this carbon should be the first one. This one should be the second, third, fourth. So second carbon, on the second carbon there is a functional group OH, and on the fourth carbon there is a substitute, that is a methoxy. So how we name this one? That is, on the fourth carbon there is a substitute, so we have to write the substitute first, that is methoxy. Next we have to give name to the word root. Word root here it is 4 carbon, so but is the word root. Primary suffix because all are single bond here, so N, and the functional group, that is a secondary suffix. Functional group is the alcoholic, so we will be using the suffix all, and because it is on the second carbon, so we will be name it as 2-all. So what is the name now? That is 4-methoxy-butane 2-all. So that is the name for this structure of ether. So what we can say that the 4-methoxybutane to all is the name for this structure. As methoxy, that means the alkoxy part is taken as a substitute, so it is always named in the prefix area, and the functional group have to be given importance, that should be taken in the suffix. So this is all about the nomenclature of ethers. Further examples you can try with the help of textbook. Further examples are given. All of you try that examples also. So have a nice day.